welcome back to my channel. I hope you're keeping well and keeping safe. Now in today's video I want to talk about a wheelchair accessible caravan that I stayed at just a few weeks ago at Ocean Edge Holiday Park, which is in Lancashire, and the specific place is Heysham. Now this is the first time I've ever stayed in a wheelchair accessible caravan, so I was really excited for this holiday and I was really intrigued to see how I would manage with it. And so I'm going to tell you a bit about it today, because although this is an EDS specific channel, we do also cover disability issues, and I am a disabled person who uses a wheelchair and has mobility issues and needs a lot of assistance. So I thought it'd be perfect to talk about it with you guys today. So upon pulling up in a car to the designated parking space, which is right by the caravan, we were greeted with the ramp and the caravan, and at first glance I was really impressed with the ramp. It felt really sturdy and secure, and it was nice and wide for my wheelchair. You were able to hold on to the side. Now because I am dinky, it was a little bit high for me, but my dad wheeled me up in my wheelchair anyway to make it easier and safer for me and less painful for me. And for most people they would manage, although when it's wet, do take a little bit extra precaution just in case you're not that steady on your feet. And then when you get to the top, it's quite a bit of space. I found there was enough space for me to sit there in my wheelchair, and then you could take out dining chairs from inside and then the stool from in the bedroom if you wanted to sit out and enjoy a bit of sunshine. It was nice and spacious. The door opened quite wide and it had a catch thing behind, so that once it was open you didn't have to worry about it getting in the way if you get in and out of the van. The door was nice and wide, it was smooth going in, and it was greeted with hard flooring. And then on your right you had the main bedroom, and then in front of you you had the wet room. Turn left, there's the galley kitchen, and then go up there on your right was the twin room, and then in front of you was the lounge and dining area. Now going past the kitchen, everything was at my height. Like I said, I'm dinky and I was able to reach the microwave, although if I'm getting something in and out of it I may personally struggle, but that's because I have weak muscle tone and my joints are unstable. But for those that are not like that, you'll be fine. Everything was great to reach. It had the pull handles, so you didn't have to try and twist anything. It just literally move like that with your hand, or however you operate. Taps and everything for yourself, because everybody's mobility is different. It was fairly wide. Like I say, the measurement of my wheelchair would have fitted fine. The lounge was, I say, nice and spacious. There was a gap at the end of the sofa, in front of the TV, so you could sit there, you could look out the large window there, or you could just sit in facing everybody else in the room, or you could sit underneath at the dining table because you could pull out the chairs, and they looked really comfy. I never sat on one, but my mum did, and she said it was really comfortable to sit on, and it was sturdy and she felt secure sitting on it. You could move the table because I think it's like a standalone table, so you can move it to where you needed it to. Plugs, although not that many in the lounge area, but in both of the bedrooms they had plenty of plugs and USB sockets as well, which is fantastic for me because everything is operated by USB ports now rather than plugs. So yeah, that was great. In the twin room, which was my room, it had a spacious area in the middle between the beds and then the wardrobe with a long mirror. So I was able to sit down because my dad had brought in the stuff from their room, and I was able to sit down and do my makeup in front of the mirror. Now normally I don't have this luxury in a caravan or hotels. I can never see in the mirrors hardly, so to be able to see in the mirrors was brilliant. The bathroom was a little bit high, but the bedrooms were perfectly fine and made up for that. Yeah, the beds in the twin room felt a bit more wider because I've been sleeping in these caravans since I was a little kid, and as I've gotten older and gotten bigger, they've gotten more narrow. and I was fine with this bed. I didn't knock my elbows once, I didn't bang my head this time. The bed was nice and comfortable, nice and soft for me. Plenty of space to get in and out. The drawers that you can easy to open and shut. There's little white shelving behind the doors, which made like little bedside units. I really like that. But yeah, the Caravan also had sliding doors, which you may have seen already. Now they're great and they were sturdy, but they're a little bit stiff for me because I am weak. I struggled to open and close the main bedroom, which was a bit of a thing for me through the night, because if I need to wake up and I need help with something, or something's happened with a joint and I need help, I wouldn't be able to, because my room was right next to their room, they probably wouldn't hear me as much. So we did leave our doors open just a fraction through the night so that they could hear me, and I could, if I was able to get up, then I was able to go and kind of say, I need help. That was the only thing. But yeah, for most people who've got the strength, it'll be a lot easier because you haven't got doors, you know, bouncing back, getting in your way. It just meant that you had more space and they just looked neater and they were quieter than normal Caravan doors. You know how clicky they get, and it gets quite annoying. Every time you open a door, every time you shut it, click, 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 click. And then the wet room, I definitely took advantage of this. It had like a little lip as you go in, and then another lip, and so it's like the floor is like in 3 different parts. So you had a little bit as you go in, and then the toilet bit, and then the shower bit, which is great so that water didn't seep out into the main part of the Caravan, so it wasn't slippy like that. But once you're in there, you didn't struggle. It had the fold-down seat, which I also used, and it was quite comfy actually. It was much softer than the one that I have. And the fact that you were just able to fold it up back against the wall meant that anybody could use the shower as a normal shower rather than an accessible shower. It had plenty of wheel bars, grab bars. Everything was lowered down, like there's light switches, the shower thing, you know, to turn the shower on and off, the pull curtain round. It was very, very spacious, much easier than what I have at home. And then the main bedroom, that was again very spacious. That had obviously a bigger wardrobe. And it also had the pull bar. So if you're in bed and you need to be able to pull yourself up, and you can move it around. Not great for me personally because I could end up dislocating my elbow or something if I did it. So it's best if I have actual human help. But for those who use it and need it, brilliant. And there's space there to put your wheelchair, plenty of plugs again. You could wheel the wheelchair under the dressing table in the corner, which had a hairdryer. Yeah, so that was really good because you were able to move the stool. That was heavy, but you were able to move it around the Caravan, because I had it in my room to sit down to do my makeup. And it had nice big windows. I really liked this Caravan, I really did. I would definitely recommend booking one of these kind of caravans again in the future. For me, it just made things so much easier. There was actually less for me to walk, because even though it was spacious, there wasn't as much for me to walk around. But if I wanted to bring my walking frame, I would be able to bring it and move it around really easily. So it's just that it doesn't fold up, and that's why we don't take it to places. But I just hold up the walls and stuff and units and that. But I would definitely stay in one again. Now the only thing is, it's easier to book a wheelchair accessible caravan by phoning the holiday provider. So like this holiday was booked through Park D Resorts. So if you phone their customer services and book a holiday through them directly, they'll be able to assist you with what you need. Because when you go on the websites, there's rarely a wheelchair accessible caravan, and that's really annoying, because at this particular caravan park, we saw there's a handful of these vans all around our area. We were right by the complex, like the show bar, and then the other bar, I forgot what it's called, and this shop, and the little chippy fan and the playground and everything that you need on these holiday parks is literally a minute away. So if you don't need a wheelchair but you can't walk very far, then again, phone through directly to the holiday provider and explain what your needs are, and they will do their best to accommodate you. But this was a Wallasey WFA caravan at Ocean Edge, and apart from the doors being a bit stiff for me, it was brilliant. I really liked it. I had everything I need. I was able to have a shower, get my hair washed, and have room and relax. And be able to sit out in my wheelchair, which makes it a lot easier for my dad, so that I not have to get my chair every single time I need to use it, because we will just park it inside the caravan by the door. If you'd like to know any more information, then don't hesitate to ask me in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer them in another question, or I could do them on social media, whichever way is easy for you. So thank you for watching this video. I do hope if it's helped you, make sure you give it a like, share as it may help somebody else, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. Now take care everybody, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye. Bye. And don't forget to hit www.worldofdinky.co.uk for much more. Bye.